Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Welcome to the wild, algorithmic, and let's be honest, hyper-competitive world of Fiverr in 2026. Today, we're going to unpack exactly how you can take a generic graphic design gig and completely transform it into a premium, booked solid brand identity service. Because if you've ever felt like, your portfolio is absolutely incredible, but your inbox is just crickets, well, you are definitely in the right place.
I want you to think about this question for a second. Why is it that some sellers can command premium rates, we're talking $450 or more for a single logo, and still have a wait list wrapped around the virtual block, while others offering the exact same service get completely ignored? I'll give you a hint. It isn't magic. It's not some secret font library. It is pure intentional strategy. So here's our agenda for the explainer today. We're going to cover the 2026 Fiverr landscape, smart titles and SEO, visuals that stop the scroll, descriptions that drive conversions, and finally, pricing for premium value. Let's get right into it. Starting off with Section 1, the 2026 Fiverr landscape. The biggest shift you absolutely have to make right now is moving from a transactional mindset to a transformational one. You have to go from the beginner who simply says, "Hey, I make logos," to the consultative expert who says, "I build brand identities." The most lucrative gigs out there, they don't just list features. They use persuasive storytelling to sell a premium experience that solves a very real business problem. Which brings us to Section 2, Smart Titles and SEO. Let's talk about how buyers actually find you, because your gig title is doing double duty. It's not just for human eyes, it has to capture Fiverr's internal search algorithm first. Think about the difference here. A generic title like "I will design a logo" is basically invisible, but a specific title, something like "I will design a signature-style logo with a premium brand feel," or "I will do modern minimalist line art and badge logo design," that acts as an active filter. It attracts high-quality leads looking for that exact vibe and filters out everyone else. So, the golden formula you want to use is this: service plus a key modifier plus your target audience or style. You can literally just use Fiverr's autocomplete search bar to see what buyers are frantically typing in right now. And hey, it's also super smart to integrate trending tags. Tapping into modern search trends like AI-assisted logo design can massively boost your visibility in the algorithm. But a quick word of caution on that AI trend. If you're going to use AI tags to capture demand, you have to frame it correctly. It should be human-crafted, AI-optimized. Position it exactly like this. AI is a tool that enhances your artistic vision and speeds up your workflow. It is absolutely not replacing your actual design taste. All right, moving on to Section 3, visuals that stop the scroll. Before we even get to the art, we got to talk about the math. 1280 by 769. That number represents the exact pixel dimensions required for a Fiverr gig image. If you don't stick to this, your first impression is going to be distorted, stretched, or cropped super awkwardly. And honestly, that immediately signals an amateur operation. You have literally a fraction of a second to stop a buyer's thumb mid-scroll. So please, for the love of design, ditch the generic 2007 coffee cup mockups and the text-heavy clutter. Instead, put your absolute best, most breathtaking piece of work right front and center. Show them the logo you poured your absolute soul into. I absolutely love this quote. Your gig image needs to whisper "this person gets me" to the buyer before they even read a single word of your profile. It's an emotional anchor point. It silently communicates your brand, your quality, and your specialization all at once. Okay, Section 4, descriptions that drive conversions. So your visual got them to click. Now your description has to be a detailed sales pitch. The first 3 lines are your above-the-fold real estate. Don't waste it. Front-load your deliverables to build immediate trust. Tell them exactly what they get: .ai and .svg vector files, social media profile pictures, business card mockups, a 4-day turnaround. And don't be afraid to define your ideal client, like saying it's perfect for restaurants, cafes, and juice bars. Ambiguity here loses sales, so give them total clarity. Because at the end of the day, people don't hire passion. They hire certainty. A high-converting description uses that transformational, benefit-driven language to sell confidence. Buyers just want to feel absolutely certain that you are going to solve their branding problem without any drama. Let's talk about the money. Section 5, pricing for premium value. Your rates on Fiverr are a direct reflection of your perceived trust currency. The logo design category is a highly stratified ecosystem, and using tiered packages, basic, standard, premium, is actually a brilliant psychological self-defense tactic. If you only offer one cheap package, you attract bargain hunters who want endless revisions. Tiers seamlessly guide your clients toward higher value.
What you really want to do is position yourself deliberately in the mid-range. Actually, scratch that. Make your mid-range the irresistible sweet spot. By creating a strong mid-range package, say multiple concepts and brand guidelines for around $100 to $200, it anchors the buyer's psychology, making your higher tier, more expensive packages look incredibly reasonable by comparison. And at the true apex of the market, top-rated plus sellers are commanding $600 or more. For example, one Fiverr Millionaire Award winner specializes in logo animation and design for global brands at this tier. They justify that price with flawless success scores and massive social proof. Listen, never lower your price to compensate for weak work. Raise your portfolio standards to match the premium rates you deserve.
Finally, Section 6, the Analytics Diagnosis. How do we know if all this is working? We check the dashboard. Here's your predictable system. Step 1. If you have low impressions, your SEO is broken, go fix those keywords. Step 2. High impressions but a low click-through rate. Your gig image and title just aren't compelling enough. Step 3. High CTR but low conversions. You've got friction in your description, or your pricing doesn't match your visual promise. Checking these 3 metrics turns marketing into a data-driven science. When you break it all down, optimizing your gig isn't about sneaky platform hacks. It is about respecting your craft. You aren't just pushing pixels around a screen, you are selling a business owner the confidence to hand out their card, the power of an incredible first impression, and ultimate brand trust. So, I'll leave you with this thought. Take a really hard look at your own Fiverr gig today. Stop asking if it just looks nice. Ask yourself, is it telling a compelling story? Does this make my ideal client feel completely understood before they even send that very first message? Optimize for that, and the waitlist will follow. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.